a BBC interview report about 2 months ago, where someone saw an MP coming, a member of the Assembly coming out, and he said, distinguished, so immediately the door of the car opened and a few naras dropped into his hands. So it pays to be. So, shall I say, and in Ghana we like to refer to people after the title, say distinguished guests. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In 1960, after I was leaving Tel Aviv for Ghana, and practically the whole diplomatic corps went to the airport. I think it shows how terrible where they wanted to get rid of us. They went to the airport, and it was then not a big airport, so my friends took my luggage and so on, helped me to the plane. The plane was about to start when a friend of mine called Jimmy Parker, which later became governor of the Falkland Islands, trooped in. He said, asking the plane to stop. The plane stopped, and he said, "KB, you lost, left a parcel." And I looked around, and there was a baby cop with somebody in it. It happened to be Nana. I think she didn't want to go home. And she has several times showed that inclination to be away. We went to Ghana, and after some 7 years, anyway, after some 7 years or so, I inflicted French education on her in Geneva. She didn't know a word, it was terrible, but with her mother's help, she and the siblings coped well. And we went back to Ghana. Again, I had to go to Brussels, and she accompanied me. So she started university work in Brussels. Then I had to go home. She had to go with me, and then finished her university work in University of Ghana. There you go. Anyway, she has been, on the whole, a good girl. She, in the family, we are very keen on not accepting things, trying to change things for the better. It started with my father, who was here years ago, and strange enough, although she had the socialist streak, she met the Hamsworths and others. In those days, there were very few Africans here, and when you come from the colonies, and you are in the right, you make the right company, you go very far. So he got this idea that Ghana must create industries and so on. We should have captains of industry to get the country going. She tried, she didn't succeed much. Although but she said that she believed that education was the key. And so, whilst in Ghana, you show how big you are by acquiring property, houses and so on. He didn't. He sent all of us to school, including the girls. In fact, they went to the boarding school at Chimota, very expensive, before I went, because he was a chauvinist. He said he didn't want the women in the to ask the young girls to take after the ways of their mothers. But with me, he could look after me. So anyway, they went there and I followed. And so we had good education, and we have continued that in that line. And as I said, we want to change things. Ghana is not a poor country, and some of us are at present with resources and people who are good. You see, they are like the Nigerians. Especially, I know a lot about the Igbos and Yorubas, and I had a few friends in the north with me in university and other places. They are very good. In West Africa, we are not bad at all, as in other parts of Africa. So we wanted to change. And I wish Ghana were in Ghana to help us to move things forward. But it doesn't matter, the world is very small, it gets smaller every day, and she's here, and her mother and I are very glad that she is doing something good here. Amen. She's trying to improve things, make society better than perhaps it is, at least in very key, in some areas. And now that she is a deputy mayor, we are very glad and we are very proud. We hope that you, her friend, will help her to realize her ambition, her purpose. And I see many people from different parts of the world here. The world is a small, gets smaller every day, and I hope that you, as has been said, there has been an African mayor before, but she came from the, what we call the diaspora. Now you have what we call a real African. And I hope you will help her to carry the African here, even in, to Harry. Because, you see, we from the other parts of the world have a lot to offer. I, fortunately, have been involved in what we call administration, politics, and so on in Ghana. And I've met some of the great of the other world, those who call third country and so on. I was at the Non-Aligned Conference in Belgrade in 1960, and I met the great of those days. Tito, you may not like some of them, but to me they were great. Tito, I met Nasser, Nehru, Bandarodayaka, Sukarno, and all the, Nkrumah, of course, I was with Nkrumah. And those days we wanted to change things, to make the world a better place. And that streak is in some of us too. And I think that is what Nana would like to do. So you from other parts, please try to help us. We have a lot to contribute. Even our culture. We want to enrich the culture of this country. This country has been made great by its own people, as well as by the influx from the continent, as you know, those of you who have heard history, and also these days from the former colonies and other places. And once, I'm sure you have taken this place as your country of abode, I'm sure you'll do your best to make it greater than it is. It used to be Great Britain, I think it can be greater. And you can help to do that by bringing in the ideas from the nascent world and your culture. And Nana can be helped. She can only succeed if you help. We from that part of the West, we have a habit sometimes, we call it in Ghana PhD, pull him down. But we should try to help each other. And I do hope that our friends from the Asian subcontinent, from other parts of Africa, will put their shoulders behind what Ghana is trying to do, so that together we can make this Harrow even a better place with the ideas and vitality and the good sense of the people of Africa. And I thank you very much for your for what you are doing, for your assistance, and for turning out in your numbers today. And I wish all of you very well. I wish Harrow a great success now and the years to come. Thank you very much.
What I'd like to do now, and please indulge me, I'd like to call my political family up. So all the councillors, could you please come up? Because I think we'd like to have a picture together. And then we'll let time to wag. And we'll say, what are the Conservatives doing here? But yes, let them work. Yeah. You have to sit. Yeah, we can go on the stage. We will be there. Yeah, I'm getting a check for the day.
So I think about 9.